What's it been like waiting out here?
I've been reading, so it went by fast.
You excited?
Yes, very excited.
Why is that?
To see the president, the one who runs the country, and be so close to him.
Well, the wait is just about over now. This was Air Force One as it touched down in Buffalo first thing this morning. The president worked the rope line at University of Buffalo today. Very exciting times.
Yeah, bright and early this morning, even at 4:30, people started lining up outside Henninger High School, hoping to get a sneak peek of the president. Well, we have just now learned that he has arrived here at Henninger High School.
Yeah, just a few minutes ago, his bus tour, the caravan, the presidential motorcade, they came onto the property, they came off Teal Avenue, onto Robinson Street, came around the front side of the Henninger High School, and right now the president is meeting with several of the dignitaries here in a room just off the gym. Congressman Dan Maffei, Mayor Stephanie Miner among them right now, in getting a quick conversation, but it shouldn't be long now till the president comes out here in the gym.
And certainly the folks that the president can't wait to see is the crowd here, undoubtedly, who are going to erupt in applause tonight. We've already heard some chanting, even some hushing, folks who know that the president is in the building now, and the excitement is
building. You have
building.
to look right over this shoulder right here, that presidential seal on the podium. That was just put on a couple of minutes ago. That's in essence saying the president is in the house. And now the crowd started to chant, Obama, Obama. The energy level is going to rise here greatly in the next few minutes.
Yeah, certainly a lot of excitement here, and you can hear those chants continuing tonight. Of course, as soon as the president's speech gets underway, we will take it for you live. But first, we want to tell you about some protesters who were outside earlier today trying to spread their message. Here's Jim Kenyon.
Now, the protesters you see lining the entrances to Henninger High School come from throughout New York State. They're here for a number of reasons, but mainly they're here to protest the president's position on hydrofracking. President Obama has come out in favor of energy independence, and he sees natural gas exploration as one of a number of options. He looks favorably upon hydrofracking as a safe means of extracting the gas, but that has angered many environmentalists, many of whom would have thrown their support behind the president. Especially upset are those who oppose hydrofracking in central New York because we sit atop the Marcellus Shale Formation, which promises to contain a vast amount of natural gas. So the protesters showed up today in hopes of delivering a message to the president.
We're here to tell President Obama, what we've been telling Governor Cuomo, that we know fracking is not safe, that it can't be done safely, that we do not support it across the board, and that people are suffering with poisoned water all across the country, and there's no reason why he should even think of moving forward with fracking in the United States.
The demonstrators are also here to protest the president's position on the Middle East, his use of drones in warfare, and also they're calling upon him to release Bradley Manning, recently sentenced to 35 years in prison for leaking Army documents. Reporting from in front of Henninger High School in Syracuse, I'm Jim Kenyon.
Thank you, Jim. The president was wearing a blue blazer, blue shirt, and khakis when he stepped off Air Force One at Buffalo Niagara International Airport this morning. The governor and his 3 daughters were there to greet the president, along with the Buffalo mayor and a congressman. Several dozen people looked on and snapped pictures.
It is good to be back in Buffalo. Good to be back in New York.
On his first stop of a 2-day bus tour, President Obama thanked students at the University at Buffalo for taking a break from check-in day at the dorms and praised their decision to go to college. He focused on education, holding colleges and universities accountable for soaring tuition costs. The president says mounting college debt has contributed to a sluggish economy, but promises hard work will pay off while he's in office.
America, you can make it if you try. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you. God bless America.
Obama says in the last 30 years, the average tuition at a public 4-year college has gone up by more than 250%. He's expected to continue to share the White House's plan to make college more affordable at Henninger as well. And now all eyes are locked on the podium at Henninger High School, where the president is expected to speak any minute. But first, let's take a live listen to Arnie Duncan speaking right now.
Doing a better job of keeping down their tuition. The final thing I'll say to all of our freshmen and sophomores and juniors in here: the goal is not to go to college. The goal is to graduate, come out the back end. And whether it takes you 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, it took me 5 years, you want that degree and you want to be able to pursue your dreams. To all the staff here, please give them a huge round of applause, your teachers, your administrators for their commitment. This is a high school that's getting better and better, and I know how hard that work is. So keep up the great work. For our graduating seniors, please continue to set example for all the underclassmen, and please take that next step on the education journey when you're done. Thank you so much, and God bless. Thank you.
That was Arnie Duncan from the Department of Education who just spoke, and now we're waiting. President Obama has been in the building for about 15 minutes, and we're waiting for him to speak. And after the president spoke at Buffalo University, he stopped for a quick lunch in Rochester. On a recommendation from Senator Chuck Schumer, President Obama popped into Magnolia's Deli and Cafe on Park Avenue. He talked with college students and parents about how much a college education costs and his plan to reduce that burden. The president also talked about the new member of the first family, the White House's new puppy, Sunny, though he did mention she's not quite potty trained just yet. And this was the scene in Seneca Falls just a short time ago as people crowded the Women's Rights Hall of Fame in Seneca Falls for a chance to see President Obama. It was announced the president was going to make a surprise stop in Seneca Falls on his way to Syracuse this afternoon. The motorcade braved heavy rain to arrive in the birthplace of women's rights. The president waved to the cheering crowd as he got off his touring bus. President Obama spoke in front of a copy of the speech he gave while he signed the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act, which, interestingly enough, was the first law he signed as president. Obama said he was very proud to visit Seneca Falls. And neighbors in Auburn are anxiously awaiting a presidential pit stop. Flags are raised outside of City Hall and the Seward House to welcome the president. We know the Federal Aviation Administration has cleared the airspace over Auburn for tonight into tomorrow morning. And this afternoon, caution tape blocked off the Holiday Inn parking lot, with officers guarding the perimeter. Earlier in the week, those in charge of the Harriet Tubman home and Seward House told us they are ready to show the commander-in-chief around at a moment's notice.
We're going to be on alert. We're going to be at the ready. So at a moment's notice, we're ready to go. If it's after hours, if it's the middle of the night, if it's very early in the morning, we want President Obama to come to the Seward House Museum. Absolutely.
In 1999, President Clinton visited and his staff only provided a 90-minute warning. We're still keeping an eye on the podium at Henninger High School, where the president is expected to speak within the next half hour. The crowd anxiously awaiting his visit. Just a little while ago, we heard live from Matt Mulcahy and Megan Coleman, and you could just hear the crowd in the background beginning to chant Obama, Obama, getting ready for him to take his turn at the podium. People are obviously waiting for him. We are going to be taking that live on NBC3 as well as on CNYCentral.com and on our digital channel 3.3. So make sure that you tune in and you'll see the whole thing when the president takes the podium. And now let's head back out to the first day of the State Fair, where Chief Meteorologist Wayne Mahar is standing by with the latest in our forecast. Wayne.
Hey there, Katie. Well, the weather is improving. We have that line of showers and thunderstorms work its way on through. Here's a look outside the Stanley Law Skywatch overlooking the State Fairgrounds, looking at Chevy Court with the Stanley Law camera, and people are starting to come out. Yes, obviously we have some puddles, but people are now coming out. They're getting ready for a Chevy Court show that will feature much drier weather than we've had over the past hour. So things are starting to look up a little bit, and they're really looking up if you're looking ahead to this upcoming weekend. Here's a look at live triple Doppler radar brought to you by the Adventure Center at Greek Peak Mountain Resort. That line of showers and storms now pretty much east of Syracuse, other than a couple of spotty leftover showers here and there. Working on in, it's right over Rome right now, just getting ready to move into Utica, getting ready to work into Hamilton, Sherburne, down to Binghamton, and progressing off to the east. Couple of leftover showers behind it, and that would be just about it. So here's what happens for tomorrow. Tomorrow, a mixture of clouds and sunshine, breezy, cooler, less humid. Maybe in one or two locations in the hills in the afternoon, maybe there's a leftover scattered shower. And a high temperature for tomorrow, we're looking at a high temperature tomorrow, generally getting up into the mid-70s. I'll be back with a full forecast coming up in a few minutes.
Welcome back. back to NBC3 News at 6. We want to show you another live look inside the Henninger High School auditorium. President Barack Obama expected to speak there any time now. Between now and 6:30, we're expecting the president to take the podium. We will take those remarks live when he does take the podium. They will be live on NBC3 as well as live on our website, cnycentral.com, and will also be live on our digital channel 3.3. And now we are checking back in at the State Fair. Chief Meteorologist Wayne Mahar is there with the latest in our forecast, and hopefully the weather's gotten a little bit better. Wayne.
Well, it is getting better. It's getting a little bit drier by the minute, Katie, so things are starting to look up just in time for corn at the grandstand tonight and just in time for the Chevy Cord show tonight, so improvement right on schedule. Here's a look at what's going on live, tripled off the radar, brought to you by the Adventure Center at Greek Peak Mountain Resort, and the cold front is working its way on through. We've got basically behind it drier weather starting to work its way on in, and that drier weather will start taking hold during the day tomorrow, and even more so as we head on into the upcoming weekend with fair weather, high pressure in control, and we're getting rid of some of the heat, getting rid of some of the humidity, at least for the next few days. So we progress ahead from here, and here's the way the forecast shapes up then. As far as overnight tonight, we'll look for a sky becoming partly cloudy, a little patchy fog developing later on, and low temperature later on tonight. We'll be down into the low to mid 60s across the region. 7-day weather outlook for tomorrow: cloud, sunshine, breezy, cooler, less humid. There may be just an isolated shower popping up somewhere tomorrow afternoon over the hills. That's just a leftover shower, 76 for a high. Saturday, partly to mostly sunny, 77. Sunday, partly to mostly sunny, 83. And we're looking at low to mid 80s here for what may be a good chunk of next week with a little more humidity. And we'll throw in the chance for scattered thunderstorms around at least by a Monday afternoon through the mid part of the week. Hey, CNY Central is giving viewers a chance to upgrade their body and their life at the fair. Each day will display a smile of someone here at CNY Central at our booth near the Center of Progress building. Just go to cnycentral.com to enter our contest. Now, we'll pick a daily semifinalist, and the grand prize winner will be chosen on Tuesday, September 3rd in the newscast. The grand prize winner gets a weight loss makeover from Dr. G Weight Loss and Wellness. Laura.
Thanks, Wayne. And it is Governor's Day here at the fair, but we didn't expect Andrew Cuomo to show up because he was accompanying the president. When they did the opening ceremonies this morning, it was the Lieutenant Governor, Robert Duffy, standing in. And when we interviewed Ag and Markets Commissioner Daryl Albertine live on our noon show, he did not know Andrew Cuomo was coming either. But we got the word at about 1:30 that the governor had left the president and flown into Syracuse for a quick tour of the fair. He stopped to talk to veterans and talk to lots of fairgoers. And of course, they had the obligatory stop for a sausage sandwich, which was eaten in the park right next to Janelli's. The governor brought his daughters who are going off to college. So he told us his talk with the president today about higher education costs hit home.
Everyone knows they need a college education. They just don't know how they're going to pay for it. And that was the topic of the day.
Including you with the daughters.
You're telling me. I almost couldn't afford the sausage.
And on that note, the governor left the fair to head back to Albany. And Katie, the governor is not rejoining the president. As we say, he's gone back to Albany for business there. Back to you.
Laura, thank you. And we're going to be taking another live look at the podium at Henninger High School, where the president is expected to speak very soon. As soon as he does take the podium, we are going to have that live for you right here on NBC3 as well as cnycentral.com and on our digital channel 3.3. We'll be right back.
Coverage. We are just seconds away now from the president arriving on the stage, on the podium. Emilio Ortez from Corcoran High School is about to introduce the president of the United States. We could take that camera, actually, get a nice up-close look of Amelia, as he does this, what an honor it is for him, huh?
Yeah, just a fantastic honor for him tonight. He told us just a moment ago he is a senior here at Henninger High School. Certainly the envy of so many of his classmates tonight as he has the honor of introducing the President of the United States.
Opportunities include advanced placement courses in college dual enrollment programs.
He's talking and bragging a bit about the
all of these programs create opportunities
the city of Syracuse.
for students to excel. Opportunities to create leaders for a better future. Opportunities to influence our minds and prepare us to compete globally. I am the Syracuse City School District. I live on the south side of Syracuse with my parents, Edward and Margarita. They are my motivation and inspiration. My parents are lifelong learners who continue to push our whole family to reach our goals. They have instilled in me that education is key to becoming successful. My mom benefited from Pell Grants to advance her education. I will benefit from the Say Yes to Education Scholarship Initiative. But what about all students who have college aspirations? President Obama is committed to making college affordable for all students. President Obama wants each and every one of us to have the same opportunity for college and career readiness as he does for his own daughters. My family thanks President Obama for the commitment and to keep college affordable for middle-class families like mine. I am the Syracuse City School District. We are striving to become the most improved urban school district in America. I want to inspire the next generation, setting an example for my younger cousins, niece, and all of us to obtain a greater education. On behalf of the students of the Syracuse City School District, I would like to thank the President for recognizing our efforts. And I am honored to introduce the 44th President of the United States of America, President Barack Obama.
Hello, Syracuse. Yeah. It is good to be in Syracuse. Can everybody give Emilio a big round of applause for that great introduction? I think Emilio's parents are probably here. Where's Emilio's parents? Wave your hands. There they are right there. Pa, he did pretty good, didn't he? We're very proud of him. We might have to run him for something. In addition to Emilio, I want to mention a couple other people. You already heard from Secretary of Education Arnie Duncan, who's doing a great job every day. You've got Mayor Stephanie Miners here. There she is. Attorney General Eric Schneiderman is here. Your Congressman Dan Maffei is here. The Superintendent of the Syracuse City School District, Sharon Contreras, is here. Your principal, Robert DeFlorio, is here. And most importantly, a bunch of students are here. My understanding is there are students from all 5 Syracuse high schools here. You got Cochran in the house. You got Fowler in the house. Nottingham. The Institute of Technology. And our host, Henninger is here. Oh, we're all one family. Now, I especially want to thank the students because I know you're still on summer vacation. You got a few more days. So taking the time to be here when you've still got a little bit, that last little bit of summer break, that's a big deal. And I'm very honored to be here with you. I am on a road trip. By the way, if people have seats, feel free to take a seat. I'm going to be talking for a while. If you got no seats, then don't sit down, because you will fall down. I love you back. So I'm here on a road trip through New York into Pennsylvania. This morning I was at the University of Buffalo. Tomorrow I'll be at Binghamton University and Lackawanna College in Scranton. But I wanted to come to Syracuse because you're doing something fantastic here with programs like Say Yes, Smart Scholars, Early College, High School. These are programs that are helping Syracuse kids get ready for college and making sure that they can afford to go. And this is a community effort. All of you are coming together, and you have declared that no child in the city of Syracuse should miss out on a college education because they can't pay for it. And so we're hoping more cities follow your example, because what you're doing is critical, not just to Syracuse's future, but to America's future. And that's what I want to talk about briefly here today. You know, over the past month, I've been visiting towns across the country talking about what we need to do to secure a better bargain for the middle class and everybody who's working hard to get into the middle class, to make sure everybody who works hard has a chance to succeed in the 21st century economy. And we all understand that for the past 4.5 years, we had to fight our way back from a brutal recession. And millions of Americans lost their jobs and their homes and their savings. But what the recession also did was it showed this emerging gap in terms of the life prospects of a lot of Americans. You know, what used to be taken for granted, middle-class security, has slipped away from too many people. So, yes, we saved the auto industry. We took on a broken healthcare system. We reversed our addiction to foreign oil. We changed our tax code that was tilted too far in favor of the wealthy at the expense of working families. And so we've made progress. Our businesses have created 7.3 million new jobs over the last 41 months. We've got more renewable energy than ever. We are importing less oil than in a very long time. We sell more goods made in America to the rest of the world than ever before. Healthcare costs are growing at the slowest rate in 50 years. Our deficits are falling at the fastest rate in 60 years. So there's good news out there, and thanks to the grit and the resilience of the American people, we've been able to clear away the rubble of the financial crisis and start laying the foundation for a better economy. But as any middle-class family will tell you, we are not. I hear you. I got you. No, that's fine. Wait. We're okay. That's okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, sir. Hold on.